U.S. District Judge James Boasberg has started contempt proceedings against the Trump administration because they violated a court order to stop deportations of Venezuelan migrants. Why is this story important? Why should you care? We're going to cover that in this week's segment of You Can't Do That. Why does it matter? Because we are only as protected as the people with the least protection. When the government can break up a court order, deport someone by mistake, and then say, well, the plane was already in the air. That's not immigration policy. That's the legal equivalent of shotgun, no take-backsies. And sure, it's just one man on one plane, but if that's how they treat someone with papers, imagine how they treat someone without them. This wasn't a glitch in the system. This is the system doing exactly what it was built to do. If a legal resident can be yanked out of the country while a federal judge is literally telling them to stop, then your rights aren't rights. They're a suggestion taped to a locked door. At this point, the Constitution isn't a living document. It's a passive-aggressive group chat no one checks until it's too late. And the Trump team's defense? We don't take orders from the ground once we're airborne. Cool. So deportation law is now Lieutenant Rooster in Top Gun Maverick. The United States government is supposed to have 3 separate branches. The legislative branch makes the laws, the judicial branch interprets the laws, and the executive branch enforces the laws. That's the deal. That's the structure. That's literally Schoolhouse Rock. But right now, the executive branch is out here making the laws, interpreting the laws, and enforcing the laws. They're basically playing Monopoly by themselves and still flipping the board when they lose. This isn't about national security. It's about bureaucrats playing chicken with the law. And right now, the law is flinching. And if the court can be ignored this easily, what message does that send? It sends the message that the less power you have, the more the rules are optional. For everyone. It says that if you're vulnerable, you better hope someone powerful decides you're worth correcting a mistake for. Or hope the flight's delayed long enough for a miracle. And if you're still wondering how a mistake this massive can happen and no one pays a price, just remember, this is a country that gave Caitlyn Jenner Woman of the Year award and Children's Cages a renovation budget. The truth is, if the courts don't matter, the laws don't matter. And if the laws don't matter, then congratulations, you just bought a ticket to dictatorship, the ride. No height requirements, no safety bar, just nationalism and executive orders. Can't do that.